Heavyweights of Europe, and both have the potential to go far. It's PSG, they take on Villarreal, and it's next on EA TV. And good evening to you from the Parc des Princes here in the French capital, Paris, the venue for tonight's action. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary as always is Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Villarreal.
Well, Derek, both teams got off to a flying start in their opening group match, didn't they? But something has to give tonight. Looking forward to this one.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. The Villarreal starting 11. It looks like a conventional 4-4-2.
A preferred formation by Arsene Wenger when he arrived at Arsenal. Two main strikers, four across the midfield. Really important for the fullbacks to link up with the wide midfielders in this system.
And this Champions League group stage contest commences. Emerson. And here's Saliba. Niklas Süle. Alphonso Davies. Silva. Moving forward, and he's broken free. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
And over comes the corner. A deft clearance. William Saliba. Can he finish this? And there it is! The opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, he's every right to be angry. The players are not executing his game plan today.
So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. Chukwueze. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. Now the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. So glancing at the table, and I must say, when the teams came out of the various pots for the Champions League draw, this was the one that stood out straight away. What a riveting, and failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. Nemanja Maksimovic. Can they get in behind them? Will they get themselves level here? And he's gone and scored to level it again.
Well, there's all types of goals, spectacular headers, overhead kicks. This is a simple one, but it still adds up to a goal on the score sheet.
A chance to revisit the goal. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Alphonso Davies. Now, can they be creative from here? Poor pass. Not much time to make up his mind. Thilo Kehrer. Maksimovic has it. He's protecting it effectively. Well, I'm sure he heard the footsteps of his opponent. Emerson. Victor Osimhen. In the perfect position to read it. Marcos Llorente. An incisive pass. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Fabio Silva. Osimhen. Can they keep it out? Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. He's given us away. Marcos Llorente. Beautifully disguised ball. He might profit from here, you know. He knew he had to make the tackle, and did. Great pressure to win the ball back. Nemanja Maksimovic. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Perfect challenge. Oh, the keeper needed to do an awful lot better. Just not looking confident in possession. Waller. Luca Pellegrini. Really good interception. Llorente. Alert defending. Delightful pass. They've given it away. Alphonso Davies. Sandro Tonali. Terrific block there. And that is that for the first half here in the French capital. And the second half of this Champions League group stage meeting is underway. Marcos Llorente. Jonas Vint. The cross is on. Llorente. Pellegrini. Real chance. In it goes. A goal to get the blood flowing. Just what he wanted.
Well, here's the replay, and the passing move is almost unstoppable. The movement is key for me, but then there's still plenty to do from here. Under all sorts of pressure from the defender, he just about keeps him at bay and finishes with aplomb. Great goal. Well, the manager's showing signs of frustration. They need to improve if they're going to get something out of this game, Derek.
Well, PSG get the ball moving again. How will they respond? Alphonso Davies. Another game from Liga for you to look forward to on EA TV. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Saint-Etienne.
Yeah, atmospheres make games, Derek, and that should be an absolute belter.
Well, attacking possibilities. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Dangerous looking attack. Crisp tackling. What a shocking pass, really. Is it going to be? Osimhen. Difficult to stop him. Must score! Can they slot it home? And we're inside the final 30 minutes. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Oh, showing excellent vision. That's all they can conjure for now. Osimhen. Well, sloppy in possession. Oh, in with a chance! And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, as we can see, it's all about the technique. That's where the power comes from. Blistering shot.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here.
Villarreal enjoying the bulk of possession, really starting to dictate the tempo of this game now. And they're creating chances as well. I'm not sure their opponents seem to have the answer, to be honest. They can't seem to get a foothold in this game.
Sandro Tonali. He's given it straight to the opposition. An attack full of promise. And given away. And slipped through beautifully. The cross is on. That strong play here on the shield. Can't miss, surely! Splendid save from the keeper, danger averted.
Yeah, he didn't have long to react to that, but you have to praise his reflexes there.
Corner kick played in. And well off target in the end. Good pressure from the defender to put him off. Silva. And now passing it through. Offside, a tight one. Substitution time it is. And news of a goal in the match being played at the Donbass Arena. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for the home team. 79 minutes played. 1-1.
Alan McInally with his finger on the pulse. Kehrer. It's with Weigl. Barrow. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Failed to keep hold of it. It might be on for them. Well, the defending not the best here. And 5 minutes to go. In a position from which they could, well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
He's driven in the corner. And the advantage is with PSG. Well, the counter chance looks very real. We will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Alert defending. Victor Osimhen. Oh, big chance! And they produce the arrears. You never know. They still believe in themselves.
Well, here is the replay. It's a good goal, isn't it? It gives them a glimmer of hope, but you have to say, they haven't been good enough today. I think it's too little too late, Derek.
And so the final whistle. Well, it was one step forward last time. It's one step back on this occasion. What does it mean for their chances of qualifying for the knockout stages, Lee?
Well, you have to say that's complacent. You really do. After a fabulous start in game one, back to the drawing board for the coaches and the players. All that momentum dumped into the dustbin.
Well, he put in a really thorough performance tonight, Lee.
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals for the lad today. Played superbly well, looked really sharp, constantly playing on the shoulder of the last defender. A real handful.
Today, the hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. And hello to you from a city that's never short of style. I'm talking, of course, about the French capital, Paris. We're at the Parc des Princes. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. And coming up, live action from Ligue 1, technically speaking, one of the finest leagues in the world. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Saint-Etienne.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Real pleasure to be here. Looking forward to this game. Players will be a bit nervous. I was always nervous at the start of games. It's important you get your first pass off to your colleague, maybe get a good tackle in, settle the nerves down. Looking forward to a good game here.
And here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. This is the team that Saint-Etienne will go with. And this is a formation most people in the game are very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most coaches are adopting this formation. What it does give you is two holding players in front of the back four to protect them, but it also gives you three supporting players to that central striker.
And the match begins. Kakachi. William Saliba. Eduardo Camavinga. Couldn't keep it. William Saliba. Well, they tend to have a positive outlook in the Alsace region, and Strasbourg fans especially positive because the team performing above expectations, Lee.
Yeah, still pretty early in the season. They wouldn't have expected to be in this position. Europa League place beckoning. Can they keep it going? Long, long way to go, but a great start.
Oh, tremendous block. Kylian. High pressing at its best. Majid Ashimeru. Ashimeru. Couldn't keep it. No foul. PSG advantage. Vinicius Junior. Oh, what an opportunity. It's got to be. Oh, my goodness. He's caught that so well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, as we see again, that's how to score goals. Get the ball into the box from wide areas. And the finish, I can't tell you how hard that technique is. It's an absolute cracker.
The opening goal of the game then. Valdemar Anton. Nurio. Luka Kylian. Mata. Ibrahim Songare. Really nice ball. Songare. Well, attacking possibilities. Valdemar Anton. Timely intervention. Silva. Oh, a nice looking pass. Opportunity here. Oh, what an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one and he's squandered it big time. Well, the manager can't hide his disappointment at not extending the lead there. It's still on a knife edge.
And now the delivery. Liberato Cacaci. And now Rodrigo. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Okwonkwo. Ashimeru. Songare. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Played into the centre of the box.
Well, PSG have hardly seen the ball, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why?
And he's broken free. Giving the ball away. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. An attack full of promise. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Doesn't want to give it away here. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Majid Ashimeru. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here.
Well, I do just love goals like this. On the breakaway, they soak up the pressure. You have to be organised when you haven't got the ball to break into the positions when you get the ball and hit the team on the counter-attack. And it's a clinical finish at the end of it as well.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Valdemar Anton. Majid Ashimeru. Orji Okwonkwo. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Valdemar Anton. Songare. Demirovic. That's a very impressive piece of defending. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Rodrigo. And there's the feed into the box. And an effective clearance. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Well, I think it's fair to say that he's had happier days in front of goal, Lee.
I'm sure the keeper will think he's got away with one today. He's not been tested at all. Lack of movement for me is the key. He's got to do better.
And that is that for the first half here in the French capital. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Orji Okwonkwo. Ashimeru. Victor Osimhen. And here's Cunha. Well, disappointing end to the move. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, this is the home of live football, and we have more action from Ligue 1 coming up for you. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they'll be taking on Stade Brestois.
Yeah, I'm predicting a cracker there. Both teams will have a real go at each other, I'm sure.
Mateus Cunha. And the pass could do damage. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, let's take a look at this replay. The difference between a good player and some of the best players is they don't need to take a touch. Gets his shot away. First time, nothing else matters but concentrating on that ball.
And underway again here with PSG in front.
Well, look at that, St Etienne enjoying the bulk of possession here. After that, it's been a little bit disappointing. Creativity in midfield is a little bit off. Certainly too slow in front of goal. Need to get wide, need to get crosses in the box.
Still behind, but the pressure mounting. And just failed to keep the ball in play that time. Half an hour remaining then. Victor Osimhen. Well, the games keep on coming right here on EA TV. We have more live action from Liga Uber Eats. It's Saint Etienne facing Nantes.
Yeah, game after game, the season is relentless, but players just love to play. Give them a game any day of the week. That should be a belter.
Can they find a gap in the defence? Smuggled away. Couldn't keep the ball. Valdemar Anton using his strength to shield the ball. Well, terrific skill. Effective challenge. Delightful pass. Vinicius. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Well, here's the replay. Super fast counter-attack football at its best. But then there's plenty to do from there. He's hit it so well. Lots of pace, lots of power. And the keeper just can't react in time. Great strike. Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
Well, that's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Ibrahim Songare. Valdemar Anton. Moving it forward. Committed challenge. 15 minutes remaining. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Will he find the net? Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike. Tom Davis. Ermedin Demirovic. Nurio. Well, strong play here. Oh, in with a chance. And a goal! They've cut into the lead. It's not settled yet.
Well, we can take another look at this now, and he's connected so well with it, generating a lot of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. Look.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, the coach won't be happy. They were cruising this game, but not now.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2.
Well, PSG fans are certainly having a big say in this game so far. Just listen how loud they are, urging their team forward.
Well, that must be mighty annoying when you can't get near the ball. Liberato Cacachi. And here's Saliba. Cacachi. William Saliba. Is with Vinicius Junior. Donnarumma. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Osimhen. Vinicius Junior. A chance to whip it in. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. And that will be all. 3 points for PSG. That's the good news for their fans around the world. Lee, your assessment?
Well, it was tight, wasn't it? Just done enough in the end, I suppose, to deserve the win. Tactically, a really good game, Derek.
In the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Lee.
Well, clearly the difference between the two sides today. 2 goals, a really good performance, ran into the channel, did everything right. Absolutely, 9 out of 10.
Mbappe. The big news is he's been deemed fit enough to start, and we're live next on EA TV. And welcome on a rainy night. The heavens opened earlier and it just hasn't relented. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. And the focus is on live action from Ligue 1. It's Stade Brestois against Paris Saint-Germain.
Thank you, Derek. I was just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
This is the lineup for the home team. It looks pretty orthodox, Lee.
Yeah, I love this formation, 4-4-2. The two main strikers will stay close together. The full-backs will link up with the wide players. The two holding midfielders will sit in front of the centre-backs. Very solid look about this team.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters.
Merci. Bon match à toutes et à tous.
And so the match is underway. Well, showing good defensive judgment. Being pressed and pressed high. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Must take the lead here. Chance maybe. Well, he did his job defensively. It is to be a throw-in. Masterful piece of foiling. Can he play it in? Well, space if he goes inside. And the flag has gone up here. Offside the decision. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man. Lee, what do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, he's been in fine form in the league, as you can see the stats. It's going to be a real test for that back line today to keep him quiet. They switch off for a minute, he'll be in and he'll punish you.
Brereton. Plenty of forward momentum here, but oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper, absolutely fantastic. Well, they won't get too many opportunities today. They have to capitalise from set pieces like this.
So the corner played into the box. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. Looks promising, this. Just the clearance that was needed. Useful looking ball. Chance to run at them. He's in behind. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, let's see the replay and look at the pace at which the counter-attack happens. But I have to say, after that, the keeper doesn't cover himself in glory. Near post, left exposed, and he's punished.
The opening goal of the game then.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 21, Victor Osimhen.
Tremendous intuition to win it back. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Moi Gomez. Victor Osimhen. Oh, terrific pass. And he read it well defensively. I understand there's been a goal in the Mets game. Alan McInally has the details.
It's a goal for Marseille. 23 minutes played. 1-0.
Thanks very much as always, Alan. That's how to rob them of possession. That's very effective, good high pressing. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Shielding the ball superbly. You can sense the threat is there.
Well, PSG have hardly seen the ball, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter-attack. They just sit back, hit you on the break, and it's really working for this team.
He takes aim, and in the back of the net for PSG, that lead extended to 2 now.
Well, let's see that one again. It's all about the contact, does everything right. He's not bothered where the goal is. He knows where it is. He gets a beautiful strike on it.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
So 2-0 now.
But pour le PSG. Le numéro 20, Kylian Mbappé.
Wonderful tackle. Alphonso Davies. Promising looking ball. Chance here. Not a great cross, making the goalkeeper's job rather easy. And news coming through of a goal in the Reims game. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a goal for Reims. It's been scored by Monoen. No one picked him up, and he was left alone to run onto the through ball and fire home. 37 minutes played. 1-0.
Regular updates from Alan McInally along the way. Brereton. Aurélien Tchouameni. Looks promising, this. Oh, he's given it. The referee says penalty. And an opportunity for them to pull one back here. Will appear to be on the cusp of being booked, but got away with that one. Well, the keeper is happy, the bar was there. In it goes to reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking.
Well, as you can see, it's really superb play. He thinks a lot quicker than anyone else. He gets his head on it. It's a great finish.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, the manager will be frustrated, no doubt about it. Still in the lead, though, not all doom and gloom.
So there we have it, 2-1. Camavinga. And the electronic board delivers the news. A real opening now. And he's in an offside position. Ben Brereton. And the referee blows his whistle. It's half-time here, and so far so good for Paris Saint-Germain, Lee.
Well, they are the league's top scorers, and that normally leads to an attack-based goal fest. And both teams have done their bit. Fabulous game, more to come, I think.
Well, it's advantage PSG after the first 45, but a long way from being decided. Still, there is work to do. Camavinga. Emerson. Camavinga. It might be on for them. Opportunity! The defender doing his job. Brereton. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Mbappe. Incisive pass from Mbappe. Surely! Well, he had designs on a double, but the goalkeeper wasn't having it.
Well, he did better than the first time, the goalkeeper. What a save that is.
And he's fired over the corner. And he did his job defensively. Committed challenge. Well, he's given us away. He made it look simple, really. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Well, not a great challenge. Free kick here.
Changement pour le Stade Brestois.
And they're making a change.
Le numéro 32, Aurélien Tchouameni. Son remplaçant, le numéro 6, Ibrahima Diallo.
Davis. Well, the pass not finding its target. Vinicius Junior. Dangerous looking attack. It's there for him. Oh, keeper in control. And that's a corner. And firing it into the area. Well, the corner too close to the goalkeeper that time. Disappointing pass. Dessers. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? So 20 minutes to go. A fine reading of the situation. He's in control of the situation. Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Mateus Cunha. Silva. The cross is on. Mateus Cunha. I understand there's been a goal in the Mets game. Alan McInally has the details.
It's a second goal for Marseille. 76 minutes played.
Oh, in with a chance. And tonight, and second time around, he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent save at first. Not too sure he could have done much better. But in the end, he's got to be disappointed because it ends up in the onion bag. A bit unlucky for me.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Apologies to Alan McInally for having to cut him off. To clarify, Marseille have scored in that match, and their lead at the moment is 2-0. I believe there's been a goal in the Reims game. Alan McInally.
It's a second goal for Reims. It's been scored by Monoen. The keeper was in no man's land at the corner, and he was left with an open goal. 79 minutes played. 2-0.
Many thanks, Alan. And now, passing it through. And a marvellous save.
Well, his reflexes there, absolutely spot on. That's why they work so hard in training goalkeepers to pull saves off like that.
Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. So the corner played into the box, and the keeper exuding confidence.
Yeah, doing his job, right position, right time.
They've got it now, what can they do? And news coming through of a goal in the Reims game. Alan McInally can fill us in. A real opening now. Well, he strayed offside just as it looked promising. Apologies to Alan McInally for having to cut him off in his pomp. Just to confirm, Lens did score in that game, but they still have digging to do, trailing 2-1. Beautifully disguised ball. Could be. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
And with play stopped, they will make the change now. He's driven in the corner. And he's clear as lines. Well, another corner. Can they take advantage of this one? Over it comes. Just couldn't capitalise there. That is how to apply the pressure. Not the pass he had in mind. It's got to be! In it goes! To rubber stamp it once and for all.
Well, here's the replay, and the keeper knows that near post should be his, but he left a gap and he got punished.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. And there's the final whistle, and we can confirm a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. Lee, how did you see their performance?
Well, it must be a dream as a striker to play in this team. They create for fun and have a lovely attacking style about them. Clinical finishing today as well.
Top marksman in the Champions League. Can he add to his haul this evening? And for our live coverage, we find ourselves in Donetsk at the Donbass Arena. I'm Derek Ray, joined here on the commentary box by Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to look forward to this evening. It is Shakhtar Donetsk against Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, Derek, thanks. You can't really go on and win tournaments unless you're consistent in the group stages. Very important you don't drop points. Looking forward to this one.
for the home side. And this is a formation most people in the game are very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most coaches are adopting this formation. What it does give you is 2 holding players in front of the back 4 to protect them, but it also gives you 3 supporting players to that central striker.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. And this Champions League group stage contest commences. Tete. Dodo. Viktor Kovalenko. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. There's a slide rule pass. Oh, tremendous block. And firing it into the area. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead.
Well, here's the replay, and there'll be a few accusing glances after that clearance. Giving away the ball there is criminal. And at this level, quite honestly, you get punished.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Viktor Kovalenko. Here's Fernando. Osimhen. This looks threatening. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Played into the centre of the box. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Fernando. Possession lost, intercepted. Into the advanced position. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Viktor Kovalenko. And that is going to be a free kick. Dangerous looking attack. How can he take them on and beat them? Space and time for the cross. Viktor Kovalenko. Is it going to be? That is top-notch goalkeeping. He had to reach in with his hand.
Yeah, it's all about reading the pace of the ball and the player's feet. When do I go down? When do I strip the ball? Did a brilliant job then.
Mbappe has a go. Oh, excellent diving stop. So the corner played into the box. Well, it has come to nothing. Well, the defending needed to be a bit more switched on than that. I'm not testing the keeper at all with that effort. Fernando. And played the pass well. Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser. Rifled against the post, but back in play.
PSG possession stats are pretty bad, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter.
Oh, what an opportunity. Can he convert? And in the back of the net for PSG, the lead extended to 2 now.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They were so quick to get out from the back, and he chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the keeper when it's hit that hard. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They've been bossing this game up to now.
It's going their way, 2-0. Viktor Kovalenko. Dodo. Fernando. Good movement. A super tackle and they've won possession. A sloppy pass. A really sumptuous ball. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Osimhen. Well, he keeps going. And he's made headway. A goal! And it seems they're truly cruising to victory here.
Well, here's the replay. Super fast counter-attack football at its best. And then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
So the action continues. It's been all PSG so far, and you sense there could be extra punishment dished out. Dodo. And it's with Kovalenko. Well, foul play, says the referee. Well, he was being pursued furiously. The effort, though, nothing to write home about, really.
No, I think you give the credit to the defender there. Just put him off balance.
Sandro Tonali. That is that for the first half here. Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's having a terrific game in attack, Lee.
Well, he's got so much swagger, hasn't he? Why not as well? He's got so much game. Superb finishing. Right place at the right time. He hasn't given the goalkeeper time to breathe.
Well, back in business here as we reflect on what was a joyous performance in the first half from PSG. Fernando. Something to worry about here. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here's the replay, and Derek, if you get caught on the ball there, you should be fined a week's wages. It's terrible, and he's punished. Some explaining to be done to his coach, I feel.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Well, delighted to say, more live football from Liga Uber Eats coming your way here on EA TV. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Rennes.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium. It should be a really entertaining match. The hosts have really controlled possession. After that, it's been a little bit disappointing. Creativity in midfield is a little bit off. Certainly too slow in front of goal. Need to get wide, need to get crosses in the box.
And now they have the ball back. Can they hit on the break? Running with the ball confidently. The delivery towards the back post. The break that time was excellent. Not so much the finish.
Oh, he was brilliant, wasn't it? The move, the counter-attack, and then all you needed to do was finish it off, and they couldn't.
Tete. Viktor Kovalenko. We're getting the ball forward. A foul, but advantage played. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. The free kick from distance, just off target.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I'm pretty sure the goalkeeper wasn't as well. It was close.
Mbappe. Oh, terrific pass. Can they convert? Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Viktor Kovalenko. Beautifully weighted ball. Well, it all counts for naught. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Opportunity it is. Must be. Oh, the post denied him. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Tete. He could pick out a teammate. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Mbappe. A really sumptuous ball. Big chance. Another goal! And surely there's no way they can throw this away. Absolutely dominant.
Well, in this replay, you're going to see a 2v1 against the keeper. How does that happen? He'll be asking his defence why he was left exposed. Nothing he could do.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Oh, left his man behind here. Viktor Kovalenko went in strongly, decisively. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Just 10 minutes to go. They've given it away. Oh, big chance! Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. And now the delivery. A decisive clearance it was. Well, trying to build a head of steam. Another corner it'll be. And firing it into the area. Fisted clear. Attacking possibilities for PSG. And he takes it on. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. And the referee has given them a corner. Played into the centre of the box. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Liberato Cacaci. He's in behind. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender. And when he gets through to the keeper, he just smashes it past him, gives him no chance to think. A lovely finish. Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. The electronic board has been held in the air, and we're going to have a minimum of 4 added minutes. Dodo. Tete. And possession given away. And that concludes this group stage encounter, and a victory it is for PSG.
Well, when you're assessing the game afterwards, there's little boxes to be ticked, and they tick nearly all of them tonight. The defence, the goalkeeper, the midfield, the forwards look sharp. Really, really easy victory for them tonight. Clinical in front of goal. The manager, the coaches, the players and the fans are all happy tonight.
We have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments away from kick-off time. Stay tuned for the live action. Excitement in the Parisian air. We're at the Parc des Princes here in the French capital. My name is Derek Ray and with me for commentary is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And coming up, live action from Ligue 1, technically speaking, one of the finest leagues in the world. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Rennes.
Well, thank you, Derek. The excitement at the start of any game is almost tangible. Looking forward to this one. The crowd are up for it. The players look like they're going to have a really good go at this game. Can't wait.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. Lee, what are you expecting from him?
Well, he's a talented player, but he's got that one thing, the big P, what we all hate as defenders, pace. As soon as you've got that, you start looking behind you. Who's on the cover?
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Well, here's how Rennes will line up for this match. If you like wingers, you'll love this, Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to watch a winger play, especially with pace and power. The central striker will stay more or less in front of the goal. The support will be provided by the three central midfield players. The back four is pretty conventional, but the fullbacks will be asked to support from behind.
Eduardo Camavinga. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Mbappe. And he read it superbly. Sofiane Amrabat. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe in the centre. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely quick counter-attack that sets up the chance. There's still a lot of work to be done, but the keeper presents the near post on a plate, and he's punished. That's quite remarkable. Well, just look at the reactions on the touchline. They just need to keep their composure now. This is far from over.
The opening goal of the game then.
Marqué par le numéro 20, Kylian Mbappé.
But as we glance at the table, it really is shaping up to be a captivating season, highly competitive, especially at the summit.
Yeah, plenty of teams in the hunt, hoping to lift the trophy at the end of the season. I think most fans, Derek, particularly the neutrals.
Vinicius! And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, here's the replay. You've got to ask questions about the back line and the goalkeeper. They're simply not there.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? It's going their way, 2-0. And news of a goal in the Strasbourg game coming through. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for the home team. 12 minutes played, 1-0.
Thanks, Alan. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Just needs to stay calm. Well, the attack finally comes to nothing, and the keeper has it. Incisive pass from Mbappe. Able to close down the shot. Sofiane Amrabat. It's with Anguissa. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. Rodrigo. A chance maybe from the wide position. Dangerous looking attack. Well, he did his job defensively. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Read it superbly to take back possession. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. William Saliba.
Le nom du gagnant ou de la gagnante de notre grand jeu concours sera publié demain.
Vinicius
sur
Junior.
Internet.
And it's a quality pass. Well, clattered away. Over it comes. Well, the keeper very decisive. What an important piece of defending. Ivan. And let's join Alan McInally because news is coming through of a goal in the Marseille match. Alan.
It's a goal for Marseille. 28 minutes played.
And he's made headway. Oh, a finish of real class. No wonder he's celebrating. Take a bow.
Well, here's the replay, and as we can see, the defence can't cope with the through ball. And when you get that close to the keeper, you need to do something special. And he delivers. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely dink. Well, he won't be happy with that. They've dropped their intensity for sure.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Well, apologies for having to interrupt you there, Alan McInally. To confirm, Marseille did score in that match, and the match is level at 1-1. Mateus Cunha. Eduardo Camavinga. And here's Cunha. Another successful intervention, winning the ball back. Anguissa. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. And making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Victor Osimhen. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Vinicius! Still alive. And the keeper has custody of the ball, but just a few seconds beforehand, he had a big save to make.
Well, keep hold of it. Have a breather, because that first save deserves us all to look at him and clap.
Well, big news. A penalty has been awarded in one of the other games. It should be. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really lovely through ball, and he chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the keeper when it's hit that hard.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1.
Marqué par le numéro 21, Victor Osimhen.
Sofiane Amrabat. Sorescu. Ball now. Strong play here. And we will have just one additional minute. Well, failure to keep the ball by PSG. And this would reduce the deficit. Surely. Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. And so the half-time whistle has gone here at the Parc des Princes in Paris. Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's having a terrific game in attack, Lee.
Yeah, Derek, all those hours on the practice pitch pay off time and time again for this lad. It's not luck, you know, why he's in the right place at the right time.
Really tense battle so far, and now the second half is underway. John Lukumi. And it's with Amrabat.
Well, as we can see, Rennes enjoying the bulk of possession here, but it's just whether they can convert that possession into clear-cut chances. You sense they need to pick up the pace a little, start utilising the wide areas more. The back line's doing a decent job. Hopefully the forwards can do that as well.
And let's join Alan McInally, because I believe there's been a goal in the Nantes game. Alan?
It's a second goal for Stade Brest. 51 minutes played, 2-1.
Cheers again, Alan. Another game from Liga for you to enjoy with us live on EA TV. It's Paris Saint-Germain in with a chance. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky.
Vinicius Junior. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Great opportunity. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Vinicius. Well, not giving him any breathing room. Well, the counter chance looks very real. And space for them here on the flank. Intercepting it intelligently. There's been a goal in the match being played at the Stade Vélodrome. Alan McInally.
It's a second goal for Marseille. 62 minutes played, 2-2.
Alan McInally with his finger on the pulse. Chances on. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, let's see that strike again. First time is always very, very difficult to strike a ball. The timing has to be right, the technique has to be right, but above all, you have to concentrate on the ball as it's coming to you. You know you're not going to take a touch. Concentration is everything.
Substitution it is for PSG. Well, the ball is rolling once more. PSG dominant, and it's starting to get out of hand, you just feel. Another game from Liga for you to enjoy with us on EA TV. It's Rennes facing Nantes.
Yeah, it's very easy to build a case for those two teams to make that game a real cracker. You should be tuning in for that one.
Anguissa. It might be on for them. It's with Anguissa. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Can he finish? Well, he strayed offside just as it looked promising. So making the substitution now. And news of a goal in the Strasbourg game coming through. Alan McInally.
It's another goal for the home team. 70 minutes played, 4-2.
Thanks as ever for the update, Alan. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, visionary passing. And danger still. What a vital intervention. And he's knocked it out of play, so a throw-in is the decision. And they will make the change now. How about the cross? And the counter looks on here. Options available. Sanchez. And this situation could be dangerous. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Mbappe. Oh, big chance. And teammates to play it to. Another successful intervention, winning the ball back. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Only 10 minutes remaining here. Read it well. Osimhen. Oh, he's really opened them up here. His third goal of the match, and you cannot argue with that.
Well, he's tearing this defence apart. They can't cope with him. Well, here's the replay, and as we can see, the defence can't cope with the through ball. And when he gets through to the keeper, he just smashes it past him and gives him no chance to think. A lovely finish. Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Marqué par le numéro 20, Kylian Mbappé.
And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Victor Osimhen. Oh, big opportunity! Well, terrific defending to stop them progressing. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. And the counter-attack came to nothing. Victor Osimhen. Mbappe. Dangerous ball. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, he put some superb balls in from the wide areas, and that one's probably the best. And what do they get? Reward, a goal.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two. And that will do it for this game anyway. And it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. Lee, what did you think of their performance?
Well, being potent up front gives you a great chance in any game. And they were certainly that today. Sharp, clinical and exciting to watch for sure.
Attention. What a fabulous start to the season for him. Does he have more goals in his future? Stay with us. Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary position is Lee Dixon. And hopefully we're in for a treat of a match on this Halloween. It is Montpellier against Paris Saint-Germain.
Thank you, Derek. Happy Halloween to you. Looking forward to a really good game today. Look out for the centre forward, ghosting in at the far post.
Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man. Lee, what do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, I expect goals, Derek. The form he's in, you expect goals every time you see him. You'd hope that back line had been studying the tapes, but most of the teams this season haven't worked him out.
And the lineup for Montpellier. The wing-backs are going to be crucial in this setup. You've played in that position, Lee.
Yeah, I didn't really like it, and we always thought when we were playing against five at the back with the wing-backs exposed like this in this formation, that a 4-4-2 can really create a 2v1 down the side, so keep your eye out for that, and the three narrow midfield players supply the support for the two forwards up front.
And the PSG team looks like this. And the game begins. Has plenty of know-how in the ball shielding department. Duda. Gonzalez with it. And using his strength to shield the ball. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. And attempting the through ball. And he's gone for power, so close to finding the net. Emerson. Kakachi. Osimhen. Well, strong play here. Eduardo Camavinga. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Fabio Silva. It might be. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. He's using his strength to good effect. Ben Pearson. Strong play here on the shielding front. Magnificent challenge to win it back. And taken away. Shielding the ball superbly. Katic. No space for them here. Oh, what an opportunity! Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Silva. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Well, just a reminder, we have more live football from Ligue 1 coming your way right here on EA TV. It's Montpellier facing Nantes.
Yeah, that looks a great match-up, doesn't it? Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there.
Aritz. Duda. And they need to get tighter here. Well, possibilities in the centre. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Well worth, I think, at this stage, going back to the chance from earlier. A delicious piece of skill. Nicolas Gonzalez. Intense pressure. Nicolas Gonzalez. Real defensive commitment there. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Can he put it away? In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, here's the replay. Super fast counter-attack football at its best. And once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
And underway again here with PSG in front. Nicolas Gonzalez.
Montpellier enjoying the bulk of possession here. After that, it's been a little bit
Can they square the game? Well, flinging himself at the ball.
Well, they won't get too many opportunities today. They have to capitalise from set pieces like this.
Corner kick played in. Pearson. Nikola Katic. Well, can they open up the defence here? Osimhen. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Beautifully timed. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Into the advanced position. That's a useful cross. A deft clearance. This might be ideal for the counter. Duda. Ben Pearson. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. And players waiting at the far post. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. And the referee sounding the second half into action. PSG with the lead. Camavinga. Kakachi. And unable to keep possession. Relentless high pressing. Can he finish? In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him apparently.
Well, here's the replay, and Derek, if you get caught on the ball there, you should be fined a week's wages. It's terrible, and he's punished. Some explaining to be done to his coach, I feel.
It's going their way, 2-0. Nikola Katic. Aritz. Well, it's one pass after another. He's protecting it effectively. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Options in the centre. Useful looking ball. And failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. Eduardo Camavinga.
PSG possession stats are not too good, but to their credit, they've been...
Oh, what an opportunity! Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Well, they've decided to make a change. And now the delivery. Well, it has come to nothing. Looks promising, this. Made it a bit too easy for his opponent. Mateus Cunha. Can he take the chance? There it is! The goals keep coming. No stopping them today.
Well, so often than not, the post can be the goalie's friend. Not on this occasion. So close, but it's in.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. So the action continues. It's been all PSG so far, and you sense there could be extra punishment dished out. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Sadilek. Plenty of options.
Celui-ci est peut-être arrivé. N'hésitez pas à aller vérifier par vous-même. Merci.
Duda. They've given it away. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. And that is going to be a free kick. The referee has dished out a yellow card here.
Well, it's not malicious, it's just clumsy.
So deciding to make a personal... personnel change at this juncture. Dangerous looking attack. And that'll be offside. Emerson. Camavinga. And here's Cunha. Well, can they be creative from here? There's a slide rule pass. Well, the flag has gone up here. Offside it is. And a substitution in the offing. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Good strength to keep the ball. Nicolas Gonzalez. It's with Duda. Nikola Katic. El Masaoudi. Augustin. Textbook defending inside the box.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
Augustin. Untidy on the ball. Possession lost, intercepted. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here's the replay, and the keeper knows that near post should be his, but he left the gap and he got punished.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, no wonder he's delighted. They've been bossing this game up to now.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Sadilek. Gonzalez with it. Alert defending. Oh, a nice looking pass. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
And now the delivery. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Well, they can keep possession now. Kakachi. And here's Saliba. Camavinga. And here's Cunha. Room to roam on the wing. Oh, surely. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, sometimes goals happen on the training ground before the game. I'm sure they practiced this. Great movement, great cross, perfect goal.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Underway again. This game very much over as a contest. Aritz. Nikola Katic. Here's Duda. Well, the pass not finding its target. And that will do it for this game anyway. And it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. Lee, what did you think of their performance?
Well, being potent up front gives you a great chance in any game, and it was certainly that today. Sharp, clinical and exciting to watch for sure.